Atlas Fallen. This game has a parry, so it makes it into parry review. First, I'm going to talk to you, as always, what I don't like about the game, and then we'll get into the parries. So as you can see, this is what you will be doing. This sand surfing thing, this is how you run in this game. In this game, when you're walking on rocks, you run, but if you're on sand, you do this, and it's the equivalent of running, sprinting, or whatever. It doesn't consume any stamina. There is no stamina bar in this game. The exploration is actually not that bad in this game. I'm just, I'm just like a combat snob, and any time a game makes you do too much of something that isn't combat, I'm like, and immediately I don't like it. But actually, traversal in this game is actually fun. I'm just a bit of a snob about it. And here we have the combat and the parries. So the combat here is kind of janky. You can sort of parry whenever. There, that was a parry. That was a parry just there. So if you successfully parry, your parry becomes re-available to you for you to parry again. However, if you miss a parry, you have to wait for your parry to recharge so you can use it again. Personally, I'm a parry god. I don't miss any of my parries, so my parry is always available to me. Or I mean, I land 99% of my parries or whatever. So I almost always have a parry available to me. And you can parry mid-combo. You can be in the middle of a super long combo and you can parry mid-combo, and your combo kind of doesn't stop, sort of. The smaller enemies, they'll freeze in like 1 to 2 parries, and the bigger enemies, they will freeze in 1 to 3 parries. When I first saw this game, I was not excited to have to play it and review it. I thought this game was gonna suck. This game is actually good, man. Like on the... I think I'm gonna give this on the parry. Well, eventually I found out an hour into the game. Once you're 1 entire hour into the game, you get the riposte skill, the counter skill, which allows you to like counterattack after your parry. I don't know if it works in the air. It works when you're underground, and it works when you're not mid-combo. So you have to be like standing still. Then if you successfully parry by standing still, you will be able to counterattack. But if you're in the middle of like a super long combo, and you parry, and then you try to use the riposte skill, it sometimes will happen, and sometimes the riposte won't happen. So that's what I mean when I say that this game is janky. This game kind of gets really absorbed into the combos, not in a Devil May Cry way, more in like a, and also not in an overcommitting type of way. What I mean is like the animation doesn't stop. Once you start attacking, your attack animation pretty much never stops. And so long as you keep pressing the attack button, you will continue with like this infinite sort of like combo. It's obviously not an infinite combo. He just like restarts the combo very quickly once it ends. There's also this blue bar at the bottom. It increases your damage, but you also take more damage the more full your blue bar is. I'm not gonna get into this. I completely ignore that thing. I just attack and parry as I play all games. I attack and I parry and I dodge. So on the parry metric, I'm gonna give this game a 6 on the parry metric, and on the fun and enjoyment scale, this game is a 7. Surprisingly. The parry is easy enough to pull off. The enemies kind of glow. They do this glow red thing, which is sort of confusing because the enemy's eyes are always glowing sort of yellow orange-ish. So when the red indicator for their attack shows up, it's sometimes you won't see it if you're not locked on to the enemy, or you're not moving the camera in the correct angle. You won't realize that the red indicator is showing up. And this will sometimes happen with larger enemies, that an enemy is so large that if you're not angling the camera correctly, or you're not locked onto them, you won't even be able to see because the red indicator is gonna appear outside of your screen because the enemy's so huge. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with this game. I thought it was gonna suck. It does not suck. This game is actually good. I might even finish this entire game. Yeah, man. So that's it. That's Atlas Fallen. It has a good parry. It's also a good game. It's definitely not mid. It's like slightly above mid. So like this game is good. This game is good. So yeah, that was Atlas Fallen. Thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy.